Hey y'all, it's Real with Riley. My name's Riley, and let's get real. Let's talk about how you need to love yourself before you can get into any other fucking relationship. Because let me tell you, if you don't love yourself, you are going to attract nothing but low lifes, people that just want to use you, whether it's for your money, for your energy, or for your body. One of the three, it's gonna get used up, and no one is gonna truly love you. No one can love you until you love yourself, truly. And the same thing goes the other way. You can only meet someone as deeply as you have met yourself. So how do you expect to fall in love with someone and be in a loving relationship if you don't even love yourself? Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. So what you need to do if you're struggling, if you're like, my boyfriend hates me, I'm so single, I'm so lonely, I need a man, I have all these hoes, but they only want to use me for my body, like this guy, I've been talking to him for like 2 years, he just wants, he acts like he likes me so much, but he doesn't fucking like me. Babe, the question is, do you love yourself? Do you love yourself? Because do you hear how you sound? Like, you sound desperate. Like, I'm just saying, like, you sound desperate. Like, how much do you love yourself, though? Do you really love yourself? Because if you don't, you're not going to find someone who will love you if you don't love yourself. Just like how you cannot truly love someone if you don't love yourself. You have to pour into yourself. Every single day of your life, you need to do something to pour love into yourself. Whether that's journaling, whether that's going on a run, whether that's going on a walk, whether that's meditating, whether that's talking to yourself. Bitch, it doesn't matter. You need to find some way to pour into yourself. Get a hobby. Like, you need to look for a hobby before you look for a hoe. Let me tell you that. Look for a hobby before you look for a hoe, because you're not going to find the love of your life if you don't love yourself. Like, your soulmate is only going to come in when the timing is right. And the timing is not going to be right when you don't love yourself. It's just going to be a lesson. All you're going to get is lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson of men. Shit, men. I know. Believe me, I know. Because I didn't even start loving myself until like this year. I didn't start loving myself until this year. And every single man I had, piece of shit. And I just had a relationship end, and it was for healthy reasons. And the crazy thing is, because I love myself, I'm not depressed about it. Like, I don't want to kill myself about it. I'm not gonna jump off a bridge because I broke up with my boyfriend. Like, I love myself, and I know I'm just gonna use this to pour into myself, and things happen, and everything happens for a fucking reason. It doesn't matter how long you dated for. If you guys are broken up, it's for a fucking reason. Like, trust in divine timing, trust in God's timing, because it's always right. And so this was the first relationship I had when I loved myself, and this was the only healthy relationship I had. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been in nothing but toxic relationships, and I grew up in a very, very toxic household. So this relationship, it was kind of like not the right timing, because yes, I loved myself, but I needed to work on myself more. And that's part of the reason why the relationship ended, because me and my partner needed to work on ourselves. Because I have a lot of shit I have to deal with that I never have just spent the time dealing with myself. And I have dealt with it myself, but when I was dealing it with myself, I was in a relationship. So I was never able to fully pour into myself, because when I was pouring into myself, I was also pouring into another person. So I never fully had the energy just to myself. And so now that's what I'm doing, and that's what I suggest you do. Quit looking for hoes, quit drinking, quit your toxic habits. And I say quit drinking because getting drunk is very low vibrational energy. Some of y'all aren't going to hear this one, but let me say it because I'm speaking from experience. Being stoned 24/7 is very low vibrational energy. You can be like, oh, but I meditate when I smoke. Oh, but I do this. You need to be sober-minded and you need to be clear-minded if you really want to work and you really want to figure the shit out. You need to sit with your sober-minded mental self. I used to be high as fuck 24/7 because I just couldn't stand to be sober. But I would be meditating when I was high. I would be doing this. But also, I was continuing to get high because I could not stand to be sober. Do you understand how that it clashes? It doesn't go together. It clashes. You need to be, if you really want to work on yourself, you need to be sober-minded. You need to journal. You need to either meditate, go into prayer. You need to be spiritually aligned with whatever that is. You need to focus on love, because at the end of the day, that is why each and every single one of us was put on this earth, is to love one another. Love yourself, love your neighbor, love your friends, love your family. And even if you have a shit family, that's okay. You don't have to speak to them. Let me tell y'all, I don't speak to a lot of my family. I don't, just because there's a lot of issues. Like I said, grew up in a very toxic household. I have a lot of shit I have to deal with. And part of dealing with shit is cutting off people that do not serve you. You need to put yourself first in this life because you are the only person living this life. Keep that in mind. For all the people pleasers, I used to be a people pleaser. When I quit being a people pleaser, it was hard as fuck. Don't get me wrong, to not be a people pleaser, because all I wanted to do was I just cared so much about what other people think. And that is something I still struggle with a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not perfect. I'm still working on myself every single day. But that's something I still struggle with. It's like, oh, but like, what do people think? Like, if I do this, baby, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what people think, because who is the person living this life? You are living your life. Nobody else is living your life. Nobody else. Your toxic friend, she's not living your life. Who gives a fuck? If there is a single person on this earth that is taking a toll on your mental health, you need to cut them off. And I understand, like, some situations that's kind of impossible and you have to wait for a time to do that. If it's a parent, if it's a family member and they're very toxic and you don't have an option, I understand. But keep in mind, if it's that type of situation and you're in a dangerous situation, you need to seek out another adult and you need to contact someone, figure that out. Because if you're in it, never put yourself in danger. Never put yourself in danger. Speaking from experience, never put yourself in danger. But I'm saying, if you have a toxic friend and she constantly harps on you, or there's just a secret animosity towards you that you're like, am I crazy? Like, why does she hate me? Like, we be taking pictures together. She only posts bad pictures of me. She only posts the pictures where I look bad. Like, what the fuck? She always, like, I'll come out with my outfit and she always wants to up it times 10. Like, I don't understand why. Like, I thought we were gonna, like, match vibes. And I understand sometimes that happens by accident, but I'm talking about, like, if you know and you're like, am I crazy? Cut the bitch off. Because, babe, it's your life. It is literally your life. That is what people don't understand, is that it's your fucking life. Like, nobody else is living it for you, babe. It's yours. Live this life like it's yours, because it is. Cut people off that are toxic. Live for you. Put yourself first and be selfish. People talk about how it's so wrong to be selfish. It's so wrong to do this. Babe, it's your fucking life. Now, when I say be selfish, I'm not talking about, oh, fuck everyone else, I'm a narcissist. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying put yourself first. If someone is causing a detriment to your mental health, you need to cut them off. You need to get rid of them. If you're clocking into that job every single day and it's taking such a fucking toll on your mental health, it's time to find another job, babe. If you're going to school and you have a bunch of fucking people, I understand that if you're getting bullied, Go to a counselor, go to someone, because if it's out of your control, you need to seek an adult. Like I'm telling you, if there's something out of your control, seek another adult for help. But please put yourself first, because this is your fucking life. It's nobody else's life. It's your life. So live it like it's yours. And yeah, love yourself, pour into yourself, find a hobby, go on a walk, go touch some grass, go journal, say a prayer, meditate. And the mental clarity is crazy. Be sober-minded. Be sober-minded. Be sober-minded. Quit getting blackout drunk every single weekend, because every single weekend is going to turn into, maybe like just on a Wednesday, like just for some spice, like maybe a weekday. And then you're going to become an alcoholic. Be sober-minded. Love yourself. Pour into yourself every single day. Put yourself first. And don't apologize for it. And that's all I have to say. So that was Really with Riley. Thank you guys. Love you.